I mean, basically, I was going to play some FIFA tonight, guys, and I might still do, but I just thought I'm going to stay on here and have a chat about what the fuck's going on with our fucking great football club and football in general, because it's an absolute steaming pile of fucking mess right now, guys. So we got to talk about everybody. You know, let me just make this bigger, actually. This is fucking shambles. Let me just make this bigger, guys, because this needs talking about. Get out of my... Oh, that's not what I wanted to make bigger. That's what she said. Anyway. Let me make that bigger. So. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, that'll have to do, peeps, yeah? You see, there I am. There I am, I'm here. Right, guys, so, look. I don't even know what to say, really, guys. I don't even know what to say. I mean, there's some news coming out tonight, right? So I had a little nap after the game. You know, classic. Pig needs a little nap. I had a little nap. And I woke up to the apocalypse of all fucking hell breaking loose football news. That is Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City and Tottenham agree to join European Super League. This is an announcement made tonight. It's been updated just as recently as 15 minutes ago on Sky Sports News. It's all over BBC. Hey there, what's going on there, Gungshi? How you doing, you bloody legend? I'm Giant. Okay, good. Listen to this, guys. UEFA and the Premier League have blasted the plans and warned there will be bans for clubs and players who will join the league. 3 La Liga and 3 Serie A clubs are also set to be part of the project, along with 6 Premier League clubs. PM Boris Johnson has condemned the concept. Right, guys, so look, it's as simple as this. This could be the end of football as we know it, guys. I mean, if this literally goes ahead and Manchester United and all the top clubs in England join a European Super League, it completely destroys the histories of every single domestic league within the continent of Europe. The whole history of La Liga's flushed down the shitter. The whole history of League One's flushed down the shitter. The whole history of the Bundesliga's flushed down the shitter. The whole history of the Premier League is flushed down the shitter, lads and lasses. If Manchester United and all these clubs join these teams, the great footballing history of all these individual nations and all their domestic leagues, stretching back in the case of England to the 1800s, is going to be thrown potentially down the shitter. And do you know what it's for? Do you know what it's for? It's just so the fat cats that own all these football clubs can further line their already ridiculously well-lined pockets, the grubby, greedy bastards. It's as simple as that. I've spoken to countless fans about this. You can see many media members coming out and giving their say on it. Nobody thinks this is a good idea, guys. Nobody wants to see this happen. Nobody wants to see us destroy the history of our football club, of all these other football clubs, not to mention what will happen with the domestic leagues throughout Europe, in other countries, in our country, after this were to happen. What's going to happen to the Premier League? What's going to happen to the teams that are fighting in there for, you know, hoping to get into European competition? United are fighting for the Europa League trophy this season. That just means absolutely fucking fuck all then. Also, second place, we're trying to cement second place in the Premier League. Next season, the Premier League fucking doesn't mean anything then because we're joining a breakaway European Super League. It's the most ridiculous thing I've heard in maybe a decade, my friends. What the actual fuck is going on with Manchester United and the owners of all these football clubs thinking that this is a good idea? The only logical explanation is they're going to stand to make a ridiculous windfall out of this. You know, stand to make 350 million overnight, which is what is motivating our owners like the Glazers to have us in this deal and actually agree to join the breakaway European Super League tour. It's fucking ridiculous, guys. And you know what? It's 6 Premier League clubs joined by AC Milan, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Juventus and Real Madrid. 3 more clubs could soon join the inaugural season, which will commence as soon as practical. Or practicable, I should say. You fucking what? As soon as practicable. What does this season even mean? So are we going to be in the Champions League next season? Are we actually going to be in the Premier League? This is what a statement read anyway, guys. 12 of Europe's leading football clubs have today come together to announce they have agreed to establish a new midweek competition, the Super League, governed by its founding clubs. What the fuck? How is that even fair? Governed by founding clubs. They're going to have a monopoly on elite level football, basically. What the fuck's that all about, guys? It's watering down all the individual points in every different country. I mean, this is the idea. Manchester United, City, these teams, Chelsea, Liverpool, all these teams, they bring a lot more to the Premier League than Burnley, than Fulham, than Sheffield United. But that is not the point. The point is it's a league. It's a point who's to just establish who is the best team within that country, which is what it does do a fine job of, because the winner of the Premier League is the best team over the course of the year within England. That's the way it is. And it's a fantastic system that's stood the test of time. And yet we're going to tamper with that now and join a Super League which only has 12 other teams currently at the moment, could have 15. We're going to throw away the League Cup, the FA Cup, the Champions League, the Premier League, and any other competition that is a UEFA-based competition. This is a fucking disgrace, guys. I mean, if Manchester United actually do this, it makes me question every single thing about this football club, whether or not you should be supporting something like this, guys. It's one thing to hate our owners because they bought the club with debt money, and do they or do they not have the best interests of this club at heart, and all that kind of thing, and you're trying to wanting them to progress in the league. But we know the answer, guys. The only logical explanation to do this is to make a huge, substantial amount of money. No fans want this. There's no fans out there that are looking at this plan and thinking, yeah, this is exactly what we want. Let's just completely destroy all of the leagues within our own country and around Europe, and then join up with another set of teams where all the money's at, just to monopolise it, just because, 90% of the eyes are on those teams anyway. Let's get them all in a big league so we can have a bigger, smaller, fatter pot of fucking money, mate. And that doesn't even make any sense, does it? A bigger, smaller, fatter pot of money. But you know what I mean. I mean a smaller pool of teams taking a bigger fucking pot. It's a fucking disgrace, guys. Make no mistake about it. This is completely motivated by money. There's nothing behind it that would suggest there's any other logical explanation to do this. Guys, do us a big favour at the start of this stream. Smash a like on the video. Leave us a thumbs up on this stream right now. Get your thoughts and opinions in. We need to get into your comments section. I can see we've got a couple of super chats here at the start. Thank you, everyone who's getting involved for tonight's stream. Let me just give me a moment, guys, and let me see if I can find them real quick. But yeah, I mean, look, we've got Ali Bajiz, thank you for the $4.99 super chat here. He says, we're out of the Europa and our players can't play for England in the World Cup next year, Pig. They're all going to leave, for fuck's sake. Ollie should resign. Mate, look, all I'm hoping, this is what I'm hoping at this stage, Ali Bajiz. Thank you so much for the £5 super chat. I'm hoping that this gets vetoed. I'm hoping it gets blocked. I'm hoping that whoever's in charge of this isn't allowed to take this forward. I'm hoping that the clubs individually see sense. I'm hoping that the fans put on a big enough strong protest to say, look, we are not going to watch this shite. We don't want this. We are going to protest. If 90% of the fan base walks out and says we're not following you over to this European Super League, maybe that's the sort of effort that's going to be needed in order to stop this from happening, guys. I haven't seen any fans around the football Twitter or anywhere online or social media or anywhere that actually thinks this is a very good idea. Nobody thinks this is a good idea. Maybe one or two absolute fucking melter who doesn't get the great history and tradition of English football, or indeed the football nations of which make up the continent of Europe. You've got a great history within France, Italy, Germany, Spain. Why destroy that just for money? This is about money. This isn't about bettering a football club. This isn't about bettering the tier system. We have a system in place that has been there for years, which works fantastically well. The English football tier system is brilliant. Like I said, if me or you set up a club tomorrow in the bottom tier of the Football League, one day you could work your way up to the Football League. That's the way it goes. But not on this system where you're talking about closed leagues. You're talking about having basically some sort of an MLS system where you've got like a closed group, the Western Conference, the Eastern Conference. They're a closed group. Nobody can get relegated. Nobody can get promoted. And I think that's what we're looking at here, guys. A closed group, a monopoly basically on football. Take all the biggest clubs with all the biggest revenue, the biggest names, the biggest interest, the biggest draw. Forget having them diluted down into individual leagues. Put them all in one big league and make a bigger pot of money to split between lesser teams. It's a fucking disgrace, guys. Nobody wants this. And Rushmana with a £5 super chat says, Fergie's years means nothing. Hashtag Glazers out. Fucking hashtag Glazers out 100%. I mean, I'm surprised that a lot of these other clubs have joined aboard. I mean, I'm not surprised about some of them, but some of them are somewhat surprising. G-Wolf United, it says, It could be for one season only. This is the thing, G-Wolf United. So we're willing to risk the entire history of our team. And we're also willing to risk the future of our team and our football club by entering this. And then there's going to be ramifications. I've seen some things come out tonight. Let me just see if I can get some of the information up. But in regards to some of the punishments that could be in place if a team was to leave and join this European Super League, because UEFA do not want this. UEFA, obviously, you can argue UEFA's got a monopoly on this situation, but at least UEFA has the histories, the traditions. Their competition has the prestige that means something. You hear that Champions League theme tune, and it's got prestige. It means something. It has history. It's been around since '92. Before that, it was the European Cup. Same thing, same different iteration, but same thing. It's a long-standing history to find out who's the best club side in European football. And it's a club knockout competition after a group stage, and it works fucking well, guys. Why would we have to go and see a weekly league where 10 teams or 12 teams, however many, play each other twice or once or however long it is over the course of a season to see who's then the best team in Europe? It's a fucking stupid idea. We want to play our teams locally, in our country week to week, and then have the midweek games in Europe. It's no bloody different. This is just branding it differently. All this is doing is making the pool smaller and making the pot bigger. That's all it is doing. Rather than sharing it out among the rest of the Football League clubs and other clubs in lower leagues around different countries around Europe. No, they just want to monopolise it and have more for themselves. And it is a disgrace. And look, G, if it was for one season, what would we come back to? Let's just say the Super League fails. Let's just say it doesn't work out, whatever. Then what? Then we're not allowed back in. I've seen some people suggesting that, we could be banned for a significant period of time. Afterwards, you could have to start again in English football at the bottom tier. I mean, could you just imagine that? United go and join the Super League. 2 years later, it goes tits up. Because all fans have fucking boycotted it because it's a disgrace to football. And then United have to start down in the bloody 9th division of English football. Something ridiculous. I mean, these things are feasible things if this was to happen. So yes, it's 12 different football clubs at this stage is what we know about, guys. There's nothing stated official or confirmed yet about the next Champions League and Europa League matches. Temporarily suspended. No press release, nothing decided yet. So nothing's been temporarily suspended, nothing's been announced, nothing's been anything. So look, United obviously have Europa League games coming up. We're fighting for a Europa League trophy this season. We don't know how this is going to impact that. Are they just going to say, right, all of the teams that have been announced as being a part of this breakaway group, you are completely banned from the remainder of European competitions this season? That could happen, guys. And also, it's understood that teams that are excluded from their domestic leagues in the case that they decide to come back will have to start the competition from the fifth category in their country. This is what the Mail's reporting. So that is feasible. If you had the situation where teams were coming back out of the European Super League for whatever reason, let's say it doesn't work out, I don't know. Let's just say that happens. Then there's every possibility they won't even be allowed back in. They have to start right down in the doldrums of the Football League, which I can't blame the FA. I can't blame, UEFA for having these sanctions and punishments in there, because this is the sort of thing that could destroy football, guys. This is the destruction of our game that we know, as we know it. Florentino Perez also came out and said, if the players participating in the European Super League are banned from playing in the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, we will create our own World Cup tournament. Oh my fucking God! You know what I mean, guys? This is what we're dealing with here, guys. We don't want to see another tournament created, you fucking buffoon. We are happy with what we've got now. It's a long-standing tradition which has been proven to work over the years. Why would we upset that now? This is just all about the cash grab of a few money-grabbing bastards. It's as simple as that. The Glazers, our owners, being one of the worst in modern football, if you ask me, bought a great club like United, lambasting it with 800 million debt, which was still in a huge proportion of, by the way, only to even entertain something like this is a disgrace as far as United are concerned. You know why? United has a responsibility within England to stand firm for the traditions of English football. We are deep-rooted in the traditions of English football. You know why? We're the most successful team in English football. We've got the most Premier League titles domestically, right? So we've got a real big responsibility to stand up and be counted on this. But no, instead of saying, do you know what? No, sorry, you can have European Super League. You're not going to have the greatest team in England, though. You're not going to have Man United because we have this rich history in the Premier League. You're not going to have us. Sorry. Other clubs may not follow suit, but because United are on board, because Barca are on board, because all these big clubs are on board, teams like City and Tottenham, they're getting dragged into it. Nobody even gives a shit about City. We don't want City. Nobody wants City or Tottenham in the fucking Super League anyway. They're just being dragged into it because they don't want to get left behind here. So this is just simply a shit show, guys. If this is true, if this goes ahead, it makes me question everything about being a Manchester United fan, because I don't want to support a football club that completely ignores the wants and the desires of its fan base to the point that they would take us out of the league that we've been in since 92-93, and even before that, really, if we're being honest, the same sort of thing, just under a different iteration called the First Division. So the fact is, if they do this, they've completely undermined the fan base. They're not interested in what the fan base wants, because none of the fan base wants to see us give away our history, which is what this would do. Sorry, guys, I missed a couple of super chats here again. JW92 says, this ESL has to be a journalist's wet dream. Yeah, that's right, journalist fucking... Yeah, mate, it's an absolute disgrace. I'm really surprised by it, actually. I had a little nap, I woke up to, I can't believe what's happened. I can't believe that it's actually been reported. Hey, the Cake Cadet, thank you so much for the £5 super chat, bro. He says, I won't be supporting a football club that doesn't believe in fairness and the spirit of competition. Cake Cadet, it's exactly how I feel as well. I'm telling you now, guys, and look, this might be a bit of a snap reaction, but I'm feeling this now. If this happens, how the fuck can we go on supporting the club? Yes, it would be out of blind love. That's all it would be, out of blind love for a football club we've grown up watching our entire lives and that we love. But that's all it would be. This wouldn't be for, because we want to see them in a European Super League. We've already got the Champions League with the Champions League music. It's fucking great. We've already won it 3 times, It means something. It's got prestige. It means something. It's the history and the traditions of the competition. So I wouldn't be comfortable. I don't think I'd be, look, who knows what's going to happen? We don't know what's going to happen, but I don't want to support a club like this that doesn't give a shit about its fan base, that doesn't give a shit about football and the other football clubs in the country and the history and the traditions of what we're trying to do. I mean, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, guys. Why would this happen? There's no need for this, guys. There's no need for this. All it is so that it can be a cash grab for a few people. It's a fucking disgrace. Thank you, the Cake Cadet, for the £5 super chat there. I appreciate it. Sorry, guys, I'm missing all your stuff. Mad Adam and Mikey says, UEFA planning 60 billion lawsuit. Hope they win. Yes, mate, definitely. I hope they do too. G-Wolf United, thank you so much. Says, could it be for only one season? Yeah. Permanent. I mean, this is the thing. This is the thing. If it was to fail and Manchester United and the teams wanted to come back into it, they're not just going to be let back into the English Premier League. They probably would have to start at the foot of the footballing pyramid. Those are the facts, which could be a killer for most clubs. It really could. Right. Hold on. Okay, now, Sarvulon. Hey, sorry, guys. I haven't even said hello to everybody tonight. I'm so sorry. I'm just super pissed off at the start of this one. Let me just say hello to a bunch of people, guys. We've got Lamonje, Fireball, Tim Sir, Sarvulon, Busy the Beast, Adam Talk Sports, Reggie, PS4 Gamer, Gungshi, you legend, Jamie Greton, Ali Budgies, Cameron Whittaker, Stel Fox, Fireball, Tyler. Guys, sorry if I missed any of you, but thank you everyone who's got in here tonight. Do us a favour and please smash that like button on the stream if you haven't done so, and get your thoughts and opinions in about this. But Must Play gets in here with a 50 knock super chat. Thank you, man. Says, I am living alone. I have been bullied. I experienced violence in my childhood, but I always had football. Now it's taken away and I feel hurt. Mate, you summed it up, Must Play, man. They've completely undermined what we have been supporting and putting our money and time and energy and efforts into and passions into since we were children. They're taking it away, dude. They're taking it away. Yeah, Fikacod says, did you know Arsene Wenger said that this would happen in 2009? What the actual fuck? Yeah, well, he ain't no Nostradamus, clearly then. But he's kind of, he's kind of got the right idea, yes. Well, that's it. If they can make a monopoly of it and make even more money, then why not? Must Play with it says, oh, sorry, I just read that one. Thank you, Must Play. I appreciate that, dude. Trav with a crying super sticker. What the fuck's going on, Trav? It's a disgrace, mate. Yes, Manny Sluflaki says, can you explain this Super League shenanigans quickly, please? I can indeed. I can indeed. I can indeed. So, Manny Sluflaki, basically, what it is it's been announced tonight. So let me read you the article. So it's on all the major publications, all the legit ones everywhere. So this is it. Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Manchester United, and Tottenham have agreed to join a breakaway European Super League. The new format has been put forward as a rival to the UEFA Champions League, but not as a replacement to domestic leagues. What the fuck, then? So it's to rival the Champions League. So in that case, this is ridiculous. So in that case, they would have to make their own league, everything. Come on a second now. I think that's just summed up the answer to the question, really. How can they do this when all the other leagues would continue without the teams in this, and these teams would only have those midweek games? I mean, this is getting ridiculous, isn't it? This isn't going to happen, guys. I'm starting to feel like this isn't going to happen. You know, maybe, okay, this has been announced right now. These clubs have decided to try to... But I've got a sneaking suspicion this isn't going to happen, though, guys. Because if you actually think about it, this is a logistical nightmare. We understand UEFA are going to file this big lawsuit as well. In terms of the amounts of money involved here, this is a huge gamble for a lot of teams. Okay, these teams that are in this stand to make a lot of money in the short term, but what about in the long term? They don't know. There's a lot of volatility within starting an entire new competition such as the European Super League that comes with that. And it's supposed to be a rival for the Champions League, so instead of playing midweek games in the Champions League, these teams would play each other in a league format during the middle of the week. So to establish who the best team is in Europe, rather than having like a 20-team league or something, and then like we've got now, and then those winners or the best teams in that league face each other in a Champions League tournament that we've got now. Rather than have that, you just have a league format to decide who's the best team in Europe played midweek as well. But the problem is, this isn't by UEFA, you know. This is a separate entity, and UEFA have basically said, that they completely oppose this. So a statement read, 12 of Europe's leading football clubs have today come together to announce they have agreed to establish a new midweek competition, the Super League, governed by its founding clubs, AC Milan, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, FC Barcelona. And that's another disgraceful thing of the situation. So it's governed by the founding clubs. So nobody can get in, nobody can get out. It's governed by the founding clubs. It's a monopoly then, basically, isn't it? I mean, it's not, because there's going to be 12 or 15 clubs that found it, but effectively, it is a monopoly. They've all agreed to come together and just use their high profiles to make their own separate league and sack off every other team in the league, basically. This is a fucking disgrace, guys, in the words of Didier Drogba. This should not be allowed to happen. Everyone must protest. Everyone must sing from the rooftops, shout from the rooftops, scream from the rooftops. We will not go quietly into the night with this shit. Going forward, the founding clubs look forward to holding discussions with UEFA and FIFA to work together in partnership to deliver the best outcomes for the new league and for football as a whole. The formation of the Super League comes at a time when the global pandemic has accelerated the instability in the existing European football economic model. Further, for a number of years, the founding clubs have had the objective of improving the quality and intensity of an existing European competitions throughout each season, and of creating a format for top clubs and players to compete on a regular basis. So this is what it is as well. They don't want to have to go and play, Steaua Bucharest. They don't want to have to go and play, Midtjylland in the Europa League, or some of these teams that are in the Champions League. They want to basically just have the creme de la creme in Europe playing each other in a league format every single week, and that's it. And what this means is, like we've said, because they'll have to take away the Super League, they have to take away these teams out of the Champions League, then it means UEFA are not going to allow the rest of the teams to even feature in other European competitions. So you can kiss goodbye to United winning the Champions League, you can kiss goodbye to Europa League, kiss goodbye to most of the competitions we've been fighting for over the years. Probably the FA Cup, the League Cup, the Premier League. It's a disgrace. Right, guys, get your thoughts and opinions in about this one. I'm going to jump into your comment section here and see what you guys think about it anyway. Yes, Trav with another super sticker. Thank you, Trav. He says, game over. Game over, dude. Fucking game over, bro. Also, let's have a look at this one. Sorry, guys. Lots of the K Cadet says EA's FIFA game is screwed now. That's very true as well. That's going to be a shit show, isn't it? You've already got Piemonte Calcio and all these guys in there with fake players. They haven't even got the bloody original, the proper Brazil team on there, guys. That's all a bunch of bloody random unknowns if you play kickoff mode or whatnot. So this is a shite show. The K Cadet, yep, they're absolutely screwed. JW92 comments and says Pigs should do a 24-hour FIFA stream in protest. Fuck that right now. And Exclusive says apparently Liverpool has quit Europe and is no longer a part of UEFA or FIFA. This could be the beginning of the end. But that's just because they did so shit and are the worst defending champions ever, so they relinquished their place to be in that competition next year. That's what you mean by quitting Europe. No, but this is exactly what we're talking about, Exclusive. This is a disgrace. All of the teams in history. Look, Liverpool, say what you want about Liverpool, right? Okay. Say what you want about Liverpool. I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say this now, and I don't say this lightly. Liverpool got 6 European Cups. We've only got 3. That's one of the things that they have over us, that they can lord over us and say, yes, you know, we're better than United. That's what they do. That's what these Scouser fans do. They say 6 times, 6. Let's talk about 6, baby, and all that fucking shite. Well, guess what? That doesn't mean anything if this happens. If we create a European Super League to replace the Champions League or to be a competition for the Champions League, then what does that do? It completely undermines the histories of everything we've been fighting for up until this point. Like, even as a Liverpool fan, surely as a Liverpool fan, you don't want this. Any Liverpool fans out there, surely you don't want this, guys. Just as much as we don't want this. You're throwing away your history here. We're all agreeing to throw away our history. This is a joke. What's up, Brandon? We're just discussing the Super League, my friend. I was going to do a FIFA stream, guys. I really don't know if I can. We've got a lot to talk about here, and this is kind of a disgrace. And I wasn't expecting this news to be broken so late at night here. Yes, that's right. Oh, okay, brilliant. Thank you very, very much, dude. Jonathan Schrager comes in here with a tweet and says, arrogance of clubs owners to release those statements on the heels of today's backlash to ESL emphasizes they are even more out of touch with the fans than anyone envisaged. Probably wouldn't care even if they were aware of it. And after a year of no fans was meant to show our importance. Exactly, guys. I mean, that's another thing we don't think about. Hang on a second. How alienating is this to the fan base of, let's say, Manchester United or any football club? Wait, hold on a second. So you're telling me if you want to support your local side, you've got to be on board of a European Super League where you're travelling on the fucking continent, guys, every other week? So I don't even understand it, because what this means is we've seen that this is supposed to be a rival to the Champions League. But if UEFA wouldn't play ball and wouldn't let any of the teams that agreed to join this Super League currently continue to feature in UEFA competition, then that would mean that it's not a replacement for the Champions League. It's a replacement for the Champions League, the Europa League, the FA Cup, the Premier League, the League Cup, the Charity, all of the competition. You can't have one without the other, basically. So it's not a replacement for the Champions League. It's a replacement for fucking all of them, because UEFA has said that these teams will not be allowed to continue in UEFA competition should they break away and form this European Super League. So it's not a replacement for one of these competitions. No, it's a replacement for the whole fucking lot, guys. That is what is mad about this, by the sounds of it. Because there's no way UEFA are going to allow their premier competition, the Champions League, to be undermined by having all the biggest and best teams taken out of it. Think about the money involved here, guys. I mean, yes, okay. Say what you want about UEFA. They're not a great organisation either. They're corrupt to a degree, and they've been found to be so in the past. And FIFA, don't even get me fucking started on FIFA. But certainly these are the governing bodies that have been around this game for years and years and years. And it's not so much the bodies being corrupt, it's the individuals within them. At certain times. So I think that these governing bodies are important because they basically uphold the achievements of every single football club by having these competitions and having this history. As soon as you change that, as soon as you break off away from that, then you're devaluing what's been before. So suddenly, Real Madrid's 10 bloody Champions Leagues and Liverpool's 6, and everything just doesn't mean anything anymore. It's actually the worst possible move I think this could be for the big 6 in England. The big 6, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, City and United are all supposed to be joining this. I think it's a really bad idea for all of them, guys. I really do. I think it's a terrible idea. We're throwing away all those other competitions for the sake of what? Just so we can get a few 100 million through the door in rights and you know, whatever else they bloody are generating from this. Matey Flying Pig, thank you very much for the 50 sec super chat. He says, I just realised that in 50 years, kids are going to say Messi and Ronaldo played against farmers and didn't do it in the Super League. Oh my goodness me, you're probably fucking right, Matey Flying Pig. You actually are probably right. But yes, guys, thank you. There's over 250 of you legends in here right now. Please do us a big favour and smash that like button on the stream if you haven't done so already, everybody. I mean, I don't know what to say, guys. I really don't know what to say. Let's get into your comments. Come on, get in there, my friends. Let me know. Fuck the Super League, says GCV Gaming. Today has been a depressing day for football. Yes, it has, Archie Eaton. Unbelievable. Kieran, John Lund-Pig, they are on about finishing the Premier League early because of the new league. It's shit. What the fuck? What the fuck have we agreed to, guys? What the fuck have we agreed to, guys? We're going to just finish the Premier League early. We're going to just throw away. We've almost winning the bloody Europa League here. I know it's the secondary Mickey Mouse competition in Europe. That's what I'm talking about. It does mean something, though, guys. When I was a little kid, okay, now, they've had competition changes. They've had name changes. They've had, you know, they used to have the, you know, UEFA Cup. The Europa League used to be called the UEFA Cup. You know? But it was the same thing. It wasn't changing and having a breakaway tournament. They just rebranded it and it's the same thing. It has a rich history. I remember it as a kid. You know, it's like, come on, how can we just throw it all away? Exclusive with a crying super sticker emoji. I feel you, bro. Yes, get on board, mate. It is absolutely disgusting and despicable that they've done this. Rushmano says, feel sorry for Ollie. Oh my goodness me. Ollie's just getting us back on track in this. I saw Sir Alex Ferguson's statement on it, by the way, earlier, guys. Did you see that? He doesn't want this, guys. He doesn't want this. You know why Sir Alex Ferguson doesn't want this, guys? Aside from the fact it's probably not the best thing for this club in the long term anyway. Because it completely undermines all of the club's achievements that he fought for nearly 3 fucking decades to get. Champions Leagues, winners' trophies, Champions Leagues, you know, qualification, Premier Leagues, FA Cups, the lot. It throws it away. And Kevin Jackson has been supporting Chelsea for 12 years. How could they do this? I'm actually kind of surprised about some of the oligarch clubs. It doesn't surprise me that Manchester United would do this because we've got shite owners, guys. The fucking Glazers are parasites. And we know this. They bought the club with 800 million debt. They still got the fucking debt. They don't buy the players. They feed bloody the Tampa Bay fucking fucking-ears with whichever bloody players they want. Tom Brady and all these twats. But they don't support us in the way that we want to try and improve the side out there on the pitch. Now we know why, guys. Now we know why. Now we know fucking why, guys. All they want is to make a big amount of cash overnight. 300 million, thank you very much. Let's suck it out the club. That's what they want. So we know that they're terrible owners. We know that they don't have the best interest of the club at heart. It doesn't surprise me that Manchester United's owners have done this. I'm not going to lie, because our owners are shit. It kind of does just surprise me that City and Chelsea and these clubs would do it because they've got the oligarch clubs. They have that rich history with the Premier League also. It surprises me. City, Manchester City, you know, we understood that they want the Champions League desperately. That's it. Pep Guardiola, that's the last bastion for City. That's the last achievement to get, is to try and win the Champions League with City. That's what he's been working towards. So I'm kind of surprised that City would be a part of this. But again, once the big teams are on board, once Barca and Real and Man United and all these teams are on board, these other clubs don't want to fall by the wayside. They don't want to be left alone in this diluted Premier League, which is what it will be. You know, think about it. Who's going to be the number 1 team in the Premier League? You take the top 6 out of it. Fucking Everton going to be winning this shit every year. You know what I mean? You're going to have Everton and Aston Villa fighting it out for fucking top spot, guys. What the fuck is going on? I've got to close my window. Shit, my window's wide open. My neighbours must be like about ready to call the police. It's 1:28. Only super chat. Shit, sorry guys. I just realised, man. I just fucking realised. The window was open, guys. I've just been shouting into the night. Source Monsters, is the Premier League still going to be a thing, guys? Well, yes, the Premier League will still be a thing. It just will not have the top 6 clubs in the Premier League in it anymore. Sean O'Sullivan says, can we play a game, please, Piggy? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, Sean O'Sullivan, mate. To be honest with you, bro. Bloody Burnley, says Kevin Jackson. Barcelona is in so much debt of course, they are going to jump right in that Super League. There you go, yeah. Man United have sold their souls to the devil, says AJM95. Yeah, we sold our souls to the Glazers many years ago, which is about the same thing, which amounts to the same thing. They're not leaving the Prem, says Poisonous Dart. Who's not leaving the Prem? Well, this is the thing. You say they're not leaving the Prem, Poisonous Nut, but UEFA have already released a statement to say that any club that joins a breakaway tour will not be permitted to compete in UEFA competitions. And I'm pretty sure the FA will probably come out and say something similar, because you think about it, why would they want... The FA generates all this money from having, the Premier League, I should say, generates all this money by having those top teams in it. The Champions League, UEFA, they generate a huge amount of money by having all these top teams in it. If you take away those teams and put them into a different breakaway tournament, guess what? The revenue for UEFA, the revenue for the Premier League, it goes down massively, dude. And so they don't want that to happen. So they said that there would be severe punishments for the teams that do agree to join this European Super League, which means that we could be banned out of the Premier League. I mean, it remains to be seen what's happened. Maybe they'll realise this is a fucking terrible idea, and they won't want to pursue it, and that'll be the end of it, and they'll just shelve it after the backlash from the fans, because let's face it, there's been no positivity from the fan bases for any of these clubs, as far as I can see. Nobody seems to be supporting this whatsoever, guys. We need to protest, as Rupert Meadow, 100%. This is going to be the biggest... This is a more important protest than Glazers out, guys, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it's almost the same protest, because that's the reason we're in this, is because of our shite owners throwing away our history of our club. They don't care. But also, this is more. This is almost bigger. This is about saving football. This is about saving European football as we know it. This is about saving the Champions League, about saving the Premier League. So Anthony White says, I missed a super chat. I'm so sorry, guys, for missing a super chat, guys. 21 Nick P, thank you so much for the £5 super chat, you bloody legend. I appreciate that, man. He says, Pig, I hope all the big 6 get kicked out if all competitions and relegate, including my beloved United. I can't believe this, mate, is happening. It's a joke. Yeah, look, if that is the case and Manchester United have agreed to join this breakaway league, then yes, we deserve everything coming to us, guys. Not us as fans, but us as a club with our owners. As far as I'm concerned, because you are absolutely right. This is our beloved side, and they're taking away what we've come up knowing. What we've grown up knowing. I think it's actually just unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah, Rushmano says Ollie didn't know much about this during the post-match. Piss poor. Fucking unbelievable. Disgusted by the Super League decision, says Kinkichi Otaka. Brandon says, is this real life anymore? Hello there, Not for Instruments. He says, good evening, mate. I'm devastated. Listen, one thing I will say about this, guys. As much as this does seem terrible, and it does seem like this is happening, the wheels are in motion, and that we could be, they're understood having a meeting Monday morning to try and flesh this out. But this might not happen yet, guys. It might not happen right now. I know it's been announced, and these clubs have agreed to join it, but that's actually a big difference than actually taking place and the dates being established and us breaking away. That is different. I think once these clubs realise the ultimate backlash that will happen from the fan base, because I'm telling you now, guys, I'm going to tell you this now. I'm a Manchester United fan, I have a Manchester United fan channel. If Manchester United join the Super League, I'm not covering fucking Manchester United, guys. Fuck that. We're not throwing away our history for the sake of a few $100 million cash grab for our fat cat owners. We're not doing it, guys. I'm not watching that shit. So everybody has to protest with their feet if that were to happen. And they'd soon realise they made the fucking wrong mistake if that were the case. Problem is, people love this club and they'll probably blindly support them and watch them anyway. That's just the facts. Because everybody's still been buying shirts with the fucking Glazers badge or the Chevrolet shit on there over the years anyway to support their mess of inadequacies. But yeah, definitely, if you consider what this means for the future, I don't see how this is actually going to go ahead. Surely this is going to be shelved any moment now. Surely it's going to be shelved. The fans are fucking disgusted by this. Fab tweet says G-Wolf United. Okay, let's go and have a look at this. Fabrizio Romano, here we go. Thank you, Rushmano, for sending me that, dude. Hashtag Super League founder clubs are going to receive 3.5 billion euros for their infrastructure investment plans and to offset the impact of the COVID pandemic. Nothing done announced yet about FC Bayern, RB Leipzig and Porto joining the Super League 2. It will be decided soon. Yeah, exactly. Fucking exactly, guys. It's all come down to money. A 3.5 fucking billion euro fucking golden handshake for joining our league and throwing away your history. Okay, no Manchester United fan in their right mind would do that for all the money in the world because it's not about throwing the fucking history of our great football club away. Okay? But these guys, our owners, of course, if you give them 3.5 billion, they're going to throw our history down the toilet because they've only been a part of their history for the last fucking 10 years. And that's been bought with fucking debt. Support Villa Pigs as dead gamer. Mate, what the fuck? UEFA has made a statement, Piggy. Yes, yeah, I know, but I still don't think... I still don't think it will happen. I know, look, the wheels are in motion here and UEFA's made a statement. I still don't think this is going to happen. I think the backlash of this is going to be absolutely massive. That it's going to be just too much of a risk for all of these football clubs to do. I mean, yeah, you might see Manchester City and these clubs do it who've got no fucking fan bases. But how about Manchester United if they just lose 50% of their fan base overnight? I don't think that's a good look for anybody involved. And that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about people potentially not wanting to get behind the team that they love and support for all these years because of this atrocity to English football and European football in general. This is so unnecessary. That's the thing. The only reason to do this is so people can make money. It's like, it's very similar to a super agent in football. Basically, we've been fat Mino Riola'd, mate. We've been fucking Mino Riola'd here. But by some other twat. That Fiorentino prick. Because yeah, if with no movement, there's no money. Keep things as they are, there's no money. Create competition, create a move, get a bit of the necessity for a move, that's it. You always see football agents creating dramas to get a move for a player. Player might even be happy at club. They just want to move. They want them to move so they can get a signing on bonus and get a percentage of a transfer deal. This is what's going on here, guys. Karim Benzema says, I want to retire now. Yeah, I know. Can you play now, says Charlie Fry? Oh, for fuck's sake, Charlie. Oh, mate, have you not just seen what's happened, dude? Have you not just seen what's happened? We've just announced that Man United are going to join the fucking Super League, for fuck's sake, mate. This game might even be fucking pointless in 5 minutes' time, dude. As in, what the fuck is going to be for next year? FIFA 22 without Man United on it? You're taking the fucking piss, bro. That's what we're talking about, son. Sorry to pop it off you, bro, but... Do you not understand the magnitude of the situation, guys? Rushmano says, what's the point in United joining this league when we don't spend any money? Because they get a 3.5 billion infrastructure handshake, which the Glazers will suck out of the club and give to their fucking grandchildren's trust funds. Hey, I'm all right, Dead Gamer. Thanks for asking. There's riots in South Africa, as they're saying in Mane. Crap, man. Shout out to South Africa, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Philip Munner says, fuck the FIFA game, pig. This is way more important. R. King says, all European competitions has been suspended. We are out of the Europa semi-final. Hang on, that's not true. Wait, hold on a sec. That's not true. I saw something. Wait, that's not true. I saw something to the contrary there. No. I think that's not the case, dude. That's not the case. Hang on. Hang on a second. Let me just get... Hold on. Surely that's not the case. Don't tell me they've all been suspended right now. Has that just come out? No, I think I read something about this earlier saying it's not going to be... So nothing as of yet is announced in terms of suspensions. So look at this. Fabrizio Romano tweeted out 59 minutes ago and said, he says there's nothing stated, official or confirmed yet about the next Champions League and Europa League matches. Temporarily suspended. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, no, it says temporarily suspended. No press release, nothing decided yet. UEFA are meeting in the next hours and they will clarify this point. So that's kind of what, that's kind of what it's looking like now, guys. For fuck's sake, you can't do this, guys. They can't do this. Let's just have a vote in the live chat, guys. Okay, we got 283 of you legends in here. Thanks for joining us. Hit the like on the video, guys. But please, please just let's have a vote. Let's just prove a point here, really quick, guys. Let's just please prove a point very quickly. Okay. Do you want Manchester United or any of these football clubs involved in this idea? Do you want any of these football clubs to break away and join the European Super League? Yes or no? Would you like this to happen? Yes. Would you like things to stay as they are? No. Yes or no, guys? Is this a good idea? Would you like Manchester United to break away and join this? Yes or no? Exactly. Ian Hatali says no. Exclusive says no. Sultan Mahmood says no. Tekken Fan PS1 says no. YY says no. Shazan Ahmed no. 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 Look at it, guys. I mean, it's fucking blatant. There's not one fan out there thinks this is a good idea. But money talks and bullshit walks, my friends. Money talks and bullshit walks. Yeah, look at all this. Look at all this. And the amount of no's that just come in the live chat there. I mean, it's fucking unbelievable. Of course nobody thinks it's a good idea. I'm actually depressed as fuck about this news, guys. I just wasn't ready for this tonight. What? We just beaten Burnley 3-1. Happy days. We're closing the gap with City. Focusing on that Europa League final. Then all of a sudden, this gets announced. I just had a little nap. I woke up to this shit show. And then we might not even have a Europa League final to play for at this rate now. We might not have a Premier League second place to fucking play for at this rate, guys. You know. Yeah, Exclusive says, if you said yes, you don't understand the prestige and the heritage of the football clubs and leagues. Spot on, Exclusive. And I think anybody saying yes realistically are just a troll anyway, because there's no real way that anybody can actually think that way. Unless you are literally like set on modeling yourself on Sepp Blatter's corruption levels here or something. 150 likes. Thank you, Rushmano. Thank you, everyone who's hit that like button tonight, guys. Yeah, please do smash that thumbs up. Base Door says, Pig, for the first time in my life, if United join the Sheet Super League, I will find a new club to support. I can't do it. Dude, I mean, look, it's as sad as it is to say I'm kind of with you on it. I mean, not supporting a new club, but, I mean, I think I'll just fall completely out of love with football, guys, if this happens. You know, football's already become a completely soft, overpriced bullshit game anyway. You charge the average. It used to be a way for working class fans to go in, let off some steam at the weekend, support their local town's club. That's where it came from. It was a working class sport, and the players were working class. The fans were working class. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with middle class or upper class people liking football. Absolutely not. But it was a working class sport. We've lost those roots. We've already lost those roots. Now you have to pay £60 a fucking ticket, £1,000 a year for a fucking season ticket wherever. You gotta pay all these different fees and subscriptions, and just to be a fucking football fan and watch your teams. So it's actually alienated a lot of the fan base, a lot of the initial fan base that it was intended for already, and this is just going to do it even more so. So I was already pissed off with the fact that the Premier League is so soft, that they've got rid of any sort of physicality. The price to be a fan of the Premier League these days, or of a football club in the Premier League like Man United, is so high, it almost prices out the average working man. I remember my uncle telling me a story. He used to work in a factory on, good honest job, nothing major. He used to work on a Saturday morning, and he would work the Saturday morning a half day, and that would pay for him and his two lads tickets and travel and everything to Old Trafford to watch a game, right? Well, I'm sorry to say, but if you work in a factory nowadays and you do that, fucking hell. You better hope that you can maybe get those lads to be able to stand on top of each other's shoulders in a fucking overcoat and sneak them in as one ticket, because otherwise you ain't getting nowhere near affording that, mate. And those are just the sad facts. So it's all been about money for a long time, this game. It's been about money for a long time. These guys have proven that with the way that they bought our football club, the Glazers, etc., and the way that they've ran our football club. Unfortunately, it's a money game, and these guys are just owners who, let's face it, if somebody offered them... Look, I promise you now, guys, I'm just going to say this now. You might think this is ridiculous, but this is true. Because this is just Glazer logic. If somebody came in with, let's just say some super billionaire came into the Glazers and said, hey, Glazers, You know your great football club, Manchester United, which have been called that since the fucking 1800s. Actually, we were called Newton Heath first, but you know what I mean. After that, right? Since then, it's like, hang the fuck on. If you change your name to Fanny Chester United, we will pay you £5 billion. Guess what? Next week, we're coming out in shirts that say Fanny Chester United on it. I fucking promise you guys. I promise you. Because that is all the Glazers give a shit about is money, which is why they've joined us in with this Super League nonsense in the first place. Rushmano, who tweeted, says Julian BK. Yeah, it was Rushmano who tweeted. Yes, man. Yeah, he's got a lot of the information about it right now coming out. Oh, thank you here. By the way, we've got some more information from Matty Rushmeister. Appreciate you. He sent me a message saying the European Super League also plans on launching a corresponding women's league as well, as soon as they finalise and start the men's competition. The Glazers have taken out another 100 million out of the club and announced the European Super League while there are no fans in the stadium. Even for them, that's spectacular levels of gluttony. Next to Munich, they're the worst things that ever happened to this club. That's a comment from Philip de Brun. Fair play, mate. That's a strong comment, but wow, I totally have to agree with him. They've been a complete cancer at this football club. Not only have they steered us in the wrong direction in the Premier League since they've been here, to be fair, they've also steering us clearly in the wrong direction here. Just for a golden handshake. Yeah, I mean, this is disgusting. This is disgusting, guys. This is a great football club. How can you throw away the history of a football club like this, guys, for a £3 billion welcome fucking package? It's fucking shambles. Yeah, Exoglitch says, I want to cry, mate. Dude, I feel terrible, man. I feel terrible. Fuck this Super League bullshit, says 188 Busby. Yeah, dude, it's a disgrace. Furthering these clubs should start... what's that? Sorry, furthering these clubs should start from the bottom with limited budgeting. Yeah, Joe Banks, yeah, that's it. That's probably going to happen. If this European Super League doesn't work out, they probably will make everyone start back in the bottom leagues of the Football League. Jonathan Gallagher says, I'm so pissed off. Yeah, the Cake Cadet says, fuck Man United. I mean, look, I can't say we're any worse than all the other clubs that are in there, but it's just greed. This is all that it is. It's just greed. It's the same type of greed in life that would sign off on a harmful plastic being used rather than a recyclable material just because it saves the almighty buck. Like, there's no logical explanation for it other than it's cheaper. And there's no obvious explanation for this other than they're going to make a lot of money by doing it, other than this pays more. So it's not for any ethical reason. It's not for any moral reason. The only reason it's for is greed, which is the worst reason for a fan. We don't want to hear that. We don't want this. Yes, I know, Dan McGill. TWR Ghost says hashtag United versus Manchester United in a few years. Jamie Greton says, fuming pigs, join the club, mate. It's a shit show. Jamie Greton says it's embarrassing. This is the time the fans need to unite. We need to get the Glazers out, needs to know they're football clubs with a history longer than all of the American sports history. Hashtag Glazers out. Yeah, this is the thing, Michael Atwell Collins. You know what? American sports, they're a shit show, my friends. I'm sorry, there's probably a lot of Americans in it. I don't mean the sports, the players, I don't mean the actual games are shit. I mean the way that they are able to take a football club and move them from one city to another and change their fucking name. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that, guys? I mean, I think it has actually happened here in the UK once. Wimbledon were bought and they changed to fucking MK Dons. I think it fucking has actually happened once. But you look at all that goes on in America, that's a common thing in America. A basketball team or an American football team, they'll move city, they'll change name, but they're the actual fucking football club. It's like Manchester United moving to Newcastle and calling us Newcastle City. Fucking seriously, guys, they do that over there in America. But I'm sorry to say, but because of the globalization of football, because of the globalization of the owners, the fact that you're allowed American owners to come into an English league and buy a football club with nothing but debt money is the reason why you're getting decisions like this now. That's why we're getting decisions like this. So you blame the FA, blame everyone else who's actually let these clubs be bought by foreign owners who don't have the best interests of the history and traditions of English football at heart, who just care about the buck. Blame it on the FA, to be fair, actually, because it's their fucking fault. If you actually think about it, blame it on whoever said it was okay for the Glazers and these wankers to buy Manchester United Football Club in the way in which they did. That's who's really at fault for this. If the club was in good hands to begin with, this wouldn't be a thing. They should not have been allowed to buy the club with debt money like that. We all know that. And there's nothing wrong with foreign owners as long as those foreign owners are going to do a great job. You know, like we've seen Roman Abramovich, you know, he's supported Chelsea up until this point miraculously. Okay, he's taken them into this European Super League shite too, so he's obviously a bit fucking blinded by the 3.5 billion incentive that they're putting out there too. But, you know, you've got to look at the best interests of the club, and unfortunately, it just seems like our owners just want to make some money out of this situation. And they don't really care about the future. I wouldn't be surprised if they take us into a European Super League and then fucking sell up, guys. Take us into a European Super League and sell up. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Oh, nice one, Rushman. Says we've got 172 likes. Everybody, please do us a big favour and smash that thumbs up on the stream if you have not done so already. Hit that fucking like button, guys. Yeah, the owner's fucking American. That's it. How can... I don't want to offend any Americans here. This isn't about where you're from or whatever. But just answer this question. If it was the other way round, how is it okay for an American owner to decide the future of a football club in the north of England, which is supported by millions of people all around the globe, though? How is it okay for us, for a few individuals, such as a human potato-headed twat, Edward Woodward, and Joel Glazer, and these fucking Glazer melts, why is it okay for them to decide the fate and the future of our football club when we have literally millions of fans that support this club financially, emotionally, and in many other ways as well? I mean, this can be the difference. I hate to tell you this, guys, and you shouldn't, you know, but we shouldn't shirk away from the subjects here. Football is an escape for a lot of people. Football is a passion. Football's a love. People love their teams. They don't want to see their team taken into a wrong situation like this. And I'm sorry, but this is going to impact the mental health of thousands of people around the world, guys. Like, I'm not even joking, guys. This is a disgrace for the football fan. I mean, I'm fucking tearing up about it here, guys. Seriously, I'm not even kidding, because I'm just thinking, what the fuck? This is a 100-year tradition that they're just throwing away now. Samuel David says, you're 100% right, Piggo. Not a football person, but I totally get your point. Thank you, Samuel David. Yes, I appreciate it. Let's liken it to something else, guys. So let's just consider something else. Yes, I mean, I actually made this comparison early because I remember Ronnie O'Sullivan, the greatest snooker player of all time, in my opinion, talking a few years ago. He was disenchanted with the tour. He was disenchanted with the quality of the competitions, with the fact that in certain competitions it would be an open field where, you know, it's 128, the top 128 in the world, or even open, and he don't want to play number 128 because he's way better than them. He just wants to play the top 16 where it's top standard every week, and he doesn't have to get bogged down, basically. You know, and I get that. But what he was suggesting is he wants to break away from world snooker to set up his own tour with just like the top eight players. They'll all make more money. People will still come and watch them because it's the best snooker players. But you know what that does? It destroys an entire sport. So, because it means Ronnie's 6 world titles, Stephen Hendry's 7 world titles, Steve Davis's 6 world titles, everything that everybody's been fighting for over the years in the history of that sport means nothing anymore because it's a diluted mess. All the best players are out the tournament. They're in a new tournament competing for what is now effectively the actual real who's the best player in the world trophy. You know? So it's so comparable to that. And guess what? That was a fucking terrible idea as well, because you're throwing the history of a sport away. This is exactly the same, apart from it's on a massive scale. It's not just snooker, which has got a tiny following in comparison, really. This is a huge sport. It's the biggest football. It's the biggest sport in the world. So the fact they can even do this is unbelievable. Rush Mano says, I love the wins and even the losses, but our history is golden. Just shows they don't give a shit about us fans. Spot on. Luke Gustav says, as an American who's been watching football because he has family from London and just enjoys the sport, this is a disgrace. I hate how Americans will be blamed for spearheading this. I guess it's not, you know, it's not a fault of an American. It's just the fact that our American owners, they don't have that affinity or that love and that history with our club, unfortunately. It is just a business to them. That's why it shouldn't have been allowed in the first place that you can have foreign owners. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be allowed to have foreign owners if they're the right type of owners, because we've seen some very good foreign owners. But as a general rule, if you were not allowed foreign owners, this probably wouldn't have happened. You know, this probably wouldn't have happened. Exoglitch says, Piggy, read my last comment. Oh, I'm sorry, Exoglitch. There's a lot coming through here. Let me try. Oh, yeah, I found it. He says, Pig, the Glazers don't even know the offside rule, let alone what's best for Manchester United. Spot on. Let's kick the Glazers out. Says, good point there, Pigo. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, click the Glazers out, my friend. Let's get some hashtag Glazers out in the live chat. James9409 says, Pig, play your games. You get free player picks this week. I mean, you actually want to see me play some FIFA, do you guys? I mean, I know it's 1:54 a.m., guys. That's a bit of a time to start playing FIFA, isn't it? Oh, man. It's not 6, it's greedy 6. Yeah, it's not the big 6, it's the greedy 6. Good comment, GTV Gaming. Yanks out of English football. Yes, lad. Benjamin Turner says it's taken away from the enjoyment of our beautiful game. And it's another divisive tactic from... or vicious tactic from the EU cash cows involved just to get one over on our proud nation. Benjamin Turner, very astute, man. That's very astute. Yes, this would happen straight after Brexit. You've seen the Prime Minister Boris Johnson come out and completely say this is abhorrent. Basically, you know, he's come out and he said this is let me read his tweet. So Boris Johnson's come out and had his say on it. You know, shit's going down when the Prime Minister's getting involved. So, yes, this is terrible for English football and English economy, in my opinion. Okay, actually, if you've got the money coming into the big teams, there might not be too much lost in terms of economy, but there will be losses in terms of economy for the lesser teams. And that is a disgrace. It's the Bury Football Club situation all over again. Nobody's thrown out that olive branch and supporting these lower league teams, even though there's billions in the game at the top tier. So this is Boris Johnson, guys. This is the Prime Minister of the UK has come out and said... he said, in regards to football, he says plans for a European Super League would be very damaging for football, and we support football authorities in taking action. They would strike at the heart of the domestic game and will concern fans across the country. The clubs involved must answer to their fans and the wider footballing community before taking any further steps. Spot on, Boris Johnson, lad. This is it. This would be terrible for England. Like the economy after Brexit. This would actually be terrible, I believe. You know what's so great about the Premier League? It's one of the most popular competitions in the world, guys. You know why? Because, look, we bring a lot to the table, guys. We're talking about a 12-team European league with 6 English teams in it. Guess what? That's, just Juve, Bayern, you know, potentially Porto. There's, fucking hell, who else ever? Barcelona, you know. But 6 of the proposed teams of this are English, guys, which means we've already got a fucking great product. You go to Africa, you go to Asia, you go to wherever in the world. Everybody's watching the Premier League. Everybody watches the Premier League, guys. Yes, they watch La Liga too. They might watch a bit of Bundesliga. But the Premier League's the most popular league in the world, I think. Because it's one of the most competitive, because we do have 6 of the big teams in Europe in it. That's why, because it's a great product already. We don't need to dilute our product. We don't need to make it a European thing. No, especially post-Brexit, we need to protect our Premier League here, guys. This is a great league that the world watches. The world's already watching this. Right, okay. Yeah, remind me where the, what's that? Vincent Bullock. Remind me where the Glazers live. What's their address? Says Bob the Chimp. Jarvis Cocker, I'm sorry I missed your super chat. I'll go have a look now, buddy. I'm so sorry. Bob the Chimp, yeah, thank you. Vincent Bullock, especially when your owner is on the board of the Super League. And what the fuck, dude? It's a disgrace. Unbelievable, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's have a look at this super chat then. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Jarvis. Oh, there it is. There it is. Thank you. I'm so sorry I missed your super chat, matey. Lots of comments coming through tonight. I can see there's a lot of passionate people in the live chat here who really oppose this. And John Anderson says, we got fucked, greed, it's embarrassing. Yeah, I think everybody agrees. This we all think this is a bad idea. So it's almost like, how has this got to this stage? Just because of the greed of a few individuals. So here we go. Jarvis Cocker, thank you for the 50 knock super chat. He says the Glazers will earn $3.5 billion and get a salary cap in ESL. They won't lose money no matter what. And dividend is secured for life. They will never leave. Fucking unbelievable, Jarvis Cocker, mate. This is absolutely shocking how they can drive a great football club like Manchester United into the fucking dirt and not give a shit about the fans, guys. How is this free? How is this allowed, guys? How are they allowed to buy the club? You've just summed it up spot on. They're getting 3.5 billion salary cap, dividends every year. They'll never leave. We'll never get our club back, guys. We'll never get that Premier League club back. We'll never get that, Hey, what the fuck? Berber, you legend. How you doing, Burbanator? Actually, sorry, I don't know if Berber is there, actually. Sorry. Wait, I thought I saw Berber. Maybe it was Brandon or something. Anyway, shout out to the Burbs, man. Shout out to the Burbs. Benjamin Turner, man. What the fuck's going on? This shit is corrupt, says Brandon. It's enough to make a saint swear, dude. Isn't it? It's enough to make a saint swear, say the C word, mate. John Mishra says, law is there will be a lawsuit. Yeah, there should be. Such bullshit, it's like we're in a communist regime with no say in what happens. Yeah, Bob the Chimp. Come on. Wait a second now. You're so like, what? We're not even going to consult the fans on this. We're not going to have a fan forum, a fan vote. It's the fans that make this football club, guys. Rushmano sent me a news update. Let's take a look what's going down. Oh, my goodness me. It's all coming out now, peeps. And how the fuck have Arsenal got in this, by the way? Just to let you guys know, fuck off. Top 6. You were not in the top 6. You're top 9 calamity, guys. How the fuck have Arsenal been invited into this? Really? That's an insult. That's watered it down and diluted the new league already. Thank you so much. Clubs that are founding the Super League state that they hope to play in the midweek because they hope to be part of their domestic needs. But the leagues and UEFA have said no. That's right, yeah. It's supposed to be a direct replacement to the Champions League, this. Just to be clear, it's only supposed to replace the Champions League. You're supposed to play 10 games over the course, or 12 games, I should say, over the course, or however many's in the league. Just one game against each team over the course of the season to establish who's the best league, European League team. But the only problem with that is UEFA won't agree to that because that just completely undermines and pretty basically defunds their UEFA Champions League and UEFA League competitions. So they're not going to allow you to do that. And of course, UEFA and FIFA and FA and all these governing bodies, they might be different, but they're all sort of working together. They all have a vested interest in working together. So I don't think anybody's going to welcome this other than all these people that stand to make profit at these football clubs that are involved. That's the only thing. This has to be stopped. Almost like the government needs to block this. The government just needs to say, hang on a second, for the sake of the country, for the sake of Brexit, for the sake of everything, we can't allow this to happen, guys. Sorry, but the top 6 are going to have to stay in the Premier League and you're going to have to sack it off. Now, I know you can't necessarily, that's a dictatorship. It's, or a communist regime. You can't do that. You can't say you can't do that. But that's almost what needs to happen, guys, for the best interest of our future of this, not just this football club, not just this sport, but this fucking country as well, guys. This is a big matter. Pig, I'm not a Barca fan anymore, but Burnley is in my blood. Fair play to you, TT Levi. Greg L says, fuck this. Oh, man, I know. Inbel, Big L Wiseman says, Leicester City are going to be the best team in the Prem. Yeah, there you go. Berber, you legend. There he is. What's going on, Burbanator, you Don? G Wolf United says, Berber, yeah. Chad Gannam says, shirt off, mate. If I didn't have such fucking horrendous titties, I would. No, let's fucking do it anyway, guys. No, I'm not gonna. Okay, here we go. Super League teams would have such a financial advantage if they remained in their home leagues as well. Spot on, Lord Reptile. Yes, that's another reason why you can't do it. You're so right. Why would it be okay to allow a team to compete with the other teams that are in the Premier League when these teams are getting a 3.5 billion extra just for joining? Hey, we're only 7 likes away from 200 likes, guys. Please do us a favour and smash that like button, everyone. Decent promo pack, says James9409. Oh, my goodness me. Matty Braga says COVID and post-COVID era is just getting shitter and shittier. I know, yeah. Yeah, this is probably another reason why this has happened, because they've looked at... Do you think they would have been able to do this if there was fans in stadiums still? I don't. I think that they've taken this opportunity knowing full well that the backlash is going to be about as minimum as it could be, because there's no fans there to actually see and protest and see what they're doing and make themselves known to the same degree. Sarvulon says, how can our players have the nerve to face the players in the next match against Leeds? Traitors versus heroes. Yeah. So yeah. Kyle Hall says so many comments, he misses mine all the time. It is hard. It is hard, guys. Yeah, sorry if I'm missing anybody's comments in the live chat. It's very hard. There's hundreds of you, literally hundreds of you commenting. So, sorry there, dude. Marshall Hunt and the UCL is going to be watered down a shit ton, definitely. So's the Premier League. So's all these other leagues. Can you imagine La Liga without Real Madrid and... Sorry, wait, who is it? Wait. Let me just double check this. Is it just Barca and Atletico at this stage? Or is it Real Madrid as well? So it's Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, and Real Madrid. Fucking hell, guys. Well, that is La Liga then. You know what I mean? I mean, that's preposterous. So you're going to have La Liga without Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid. That is fucking unbelievable, isn't it? Think about that. So you're going to have, like, what? Valencia and fucking Villarreal and fucking Granada fighting out, are you? Do you know what I mean? It's fucking preposterous, man. James Itchmo says, fuck off, Boris Johnson. There's no need for that. Boris Johnson, he's got the best interests of this country and this sport of football at hand. He's actually, as far as I'm concerned, won me. He's gone up a notch in my book today. That puts him at notch 1 for coming out tonight and saying that we as a nation will not get behind this. We need to stay strong. We need to understand that this is a rich footballing nation and heritage and history that we have here, and we must protect this and fight together as a nation. So I say fair play to this twat tonight. You know, but seriously though, he should block it. He's got to block it, mate. As the Prime Minister, come out and fucking block it, dude. So check this out, by the way. So this is the Super League official statement, by the way. So I want to just tell you who the board is here. So the chairman of the Super League, right, is Florentino Perez. The vice chairman is Andrea Agnelli of Juventus. And another vice chairman is Joel Glazer of Manchester United. I mean, that's the story for you right there, guys. That's the story for you right there. Kiss this football club bye, my friends, in a way, if this happens. Kiss it goodbye. Hi there, Luis Linares. How you getting on, Luis Linares? Thanks for getting in here tonight and having your say, mate, getting involved. If you're new to this channel, by the way, guys, we cover all Manchester United news daily. We've got all the latest news coming, so make sure you do hit that subscribe button if it's your first time here. And also, we do FIFA streams and that kind of thing, which we were supposed to do right now. But I don't know if I'm going to do it, guys. Let's have a vote in the live chat. Should I play FIFA tonight, smash a 1, or should I just fuck it off and protest, smash a 2? What do you guys reckon? Okay. Yeah, it's definitely cheeky cigarello time for me, though. 2, GTA says G-Wolf, lots of 1s coming in here. Sim says 2, Vincent Buller says 2, Primos says 2. Jordan Lewis says 1, Alex Walker says 1, Johnny Lawson says 2, Reese Blaze Quacker says 2, fuck FIFA, fuck football. Lots of 2s coming in the live chat, guys. Yeah, you know, I think that's it, guys. I mean, I just don't feel like it tonight, guys. I just don't feel like playing football tonight and having any part of this shit show. But, you know, just give me a minute. I'm going to have a cheeky little cigarette and talk to you guys for a minute anyway. We're just going to have a chat in stream. It's all good.